Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Bucket List Mom. My name is Elizabeth and this is the 3-month carnivore update. I can't believe it. I really can't believe we're at the 3-month point already. It has gone really fast. So I do have some notes today on my 3-month thoughts and how is it different from months 1 or 2? What is it starting to be like? Today I'm feeling really good, which is I guess a good day to film because I'm smiling and happy. It's not always smiling and happy. There's definitely like hard moments, and so I'm going to try to give like a full perspective of that. I've been trying to figure out, was it harder in the beginning or is it harder now? And I think it's just the same level of hard the whole way through. I don't think it's necessarily getting any easier. And I don't think it's necessarily getting harder than it was at the beginning, because it was kind of hard at the beginning. It's still kind of hard. It's a hard diet to do. It's a simple diet, but it's a hard diet. There are a lot of exciting moments as you see the weight come off. There's a lot of emotional layers to seeing the weight come off. There's a lot of ups and downs because even though this diet is so restrictive, it's still, you don't see the scale go just down like crazy. It still jumps up and down. There's a lot to it. I feel like in some ways it is a little bit harder. I'm getting a little more tired of it. It's a very hard diet socially, and it's a hard diet to do if you want to like have a life and go out to eat or do anything. Like, you know, it is hard. I'm starting to find that I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of not eating certain foods. There's not much variety. It does get boring. And so, yeah, I think in this month more so, probably in the last couple of weeks more so than any other time. Yeah, you have to start digging a little deeper. There has to be like a little bit more willpower than there was at the beginning, because when you start at the beginning it's just like you're so ready, right? And you start, and so you haven't been without those foods for very long, you know, that you can't have, and to then be this long, it does get harder the longer you go to constantly have to say no. Yeah, I think that's along the lines of kind of how I'm feeling. It still feels hard. It doesn't feel natural. I definitely have like a rhythm to it, but I don't know that I'm ever going to fully be used to it, because it's not really meant to be on lifelong. I don't want to do this or plan to do this lifelong. I don't think I would get the proper enjoyment from it, and I do think that sometimes in healthy settings food is meant to be enjoyed, so I still do want that aspect of it. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely have more sweets cravings, and I'm tired of dealing with them. I'm tired of having to say no all the time, and I'm bored is what I am. I'm bored. I'm a little bit tired of it. And I'm gonna have to start branching out a little bit and trying some different things, or fixing up the ways I do things. I don't know. I'm getting bored, and I don't want to get bored. And my fear is I'll get too bored and then I'll have trouble choking the meat down, and then I won't be eating enough, and I'll be kind of starving myself, and then I won't be really doing my body a favor anyway. So that's always been my fear, is that this would turn into like a starvation diet for me, especially because I don't really like meat that much. And so I feel like I have to constantly be, you know, like guarding against that. And so I've definitely been feeling that more and more lately, that at this 3-month point, it's time to kind of change some things up. So one of you guys recommended me a channel called the Carnivore Chef. So I'm in the process of checking out his channel, and he looks like he's got some awesome like recipes. Like I don't do recipes. I'm not a chef at all. Like I couldn't even come up with this stuff if I tried, but my meat is so boring. I barely like do any kind of recipes. So I'm thinking his stuff might actually help me to have some ideas of how to cook things in new or interesting ways that feel good, right? That like taste good and like you want to actually eat. So I'm looking into him, and I haven't had a whole lot of chance to do that yet, to like implement anything, but that's coming up, because I have to change things up. I've had several requests from you guys on what am I eating in a day? What does it look like? And I will make that video for you soon, except I'm feeling like, gosh, I need to kind of branch out. What do I eat in a day? And I'm not sure if what I'm eating is the right way to do it. I feel like I'm getting by, but I'm not sure that I'm doing everything right. And so I don't know. I will make that video for you guys soon. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, or how to kind of show you how to film it. So that video should be coming soon, but I'm feeling like, gosh, I need to like branch out first and give you guys some like actual options. I feel like I eat the same things every day, and I'm not sure they're working for me anymore. At this point in the diet, I am finding that I do a lot more daydreaming about the day I can be done, the day when life goes back to normal, the day I can eat regular foods again. I think about it a lot. It's becoming kind of a bigger preoccupation in my mind. So definitely the last few weeks I've really been thinking about it. I've also been really hungry the last few weeks. I talked about that in my last video, and I'm gonna have to really look into that and make sure that I'm getting full. I have felt pretty hungry on this diet overall. I can get full, but there's definitely a hunger feeling that comes a lot, and that gets weary. I am in this place where I'm tired of that. It's weary and I'm tired of that. I do feel hungry. Not all the time, not every second for sure, but it comes on more often than I would like, where I really am like hungry. So it's weary. I'm getting tired of that, and I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of fix that, because it's miserable. I don't want to live like that forever. I'm struggling right now because summer's coming up. I'm struggling with wanting summer foods. I'm struggling all the good fruit and all the fresh veggies and fresh salads and yummy stuff like that I can't have. So I'm struggling with that because I don't want to just eat meat all summer. I am struggling there. But I am still sticking with it. I don't feel like stopping. I don't feel like ready to quit or give up. I really, really want to stick with it to the end and see the weight come off. So as of right now, the plan is to keep going for another solid 3 months. I'm not really stopping or reconsidering anything in the next 3 months. I want to see where I'm at 6 months. 3 doesn't feel quite long enough to tell anything. I could start adding back in keto foods. I did try cheese last week. I talked about that in my last video. I do miss avocado. That's one of the first things I would really like to try again. But I'm just kind of gauging how I feel. I'm not ready to add it in. And so if I'm not ready, then I'm not going to yet. So I'm just kind of waiting. I don't have a set plan on that. I'm just kind of seeing how it goes and how I feel. But yeah, I do have kind of a preoccupation with having a cheat day. Like if I had a cheat day, what would I have? And I have all these foods like that I am kind of daydreaming about it. And they are kind of a big thing in my mind. And I am planning a cheat day. It's still about 4.5 months away. On my birthday though. It's just a day that I don't want to miss, and I don't want to do the carnivore diet on that day. So I'm going to allow myself, and whatever ramifications happen from that, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, and I'll just get back on track after that, and the weight will keep coming down, and I'll have been able to stick with it. So that's kind of my plan. I'm probably going to feel super sick that day. I get it. It's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm looking forward to it. I need to have that goal in my mind, but I still have a while. I have quite a while. I will have been on this about 7.5, almost 7.5 months by the time my birthday comes around. So yeah, I am planning that cheat day and everything I'm going to have on that day. And I'm hoping to be at the 60-pound mark. I didn't tell you guys how much I've lost yet. So I've lost 27 pounds total in these 3 months. That's where I was at this morning. I was really hoping I could get up to 30. I'm almost 28 pounds down, but not quite. But I did not quite meet 30. I had a lot of slow start. If you're just joining me now, some of my beginning videos, like it was slow at the beginning. So it definitely kind of picked up a little bit. So I'm hoping that it'll at least continue. I'm hoping I can kind of round it up and say, okay, I lost 30 pounds in 3 months, 10 pounds a month. So I'm hoping by the 6-month mark, I can be at 60 or really close to 60 pounds. And I think that's really, really realistic. Anything less than that does not make this restrictive diet worth it, especially because I've had so much trouble getting it together to exercise. I need to add in the exercise. I want to build muscle. I want to be strong. I want toned skin. I want all that to kind of go together, and I don't want to just get to the end of this and feel completely like emaciated or depleted, or my muscle loss wore down. Like, this is not the kind of diet to just like lay in the bed or waste away or anything. Not that that's what I do ever, right? I barely ever even sit. So 60 pounds is pretty good in 6 months versus the 100 pounds I wanted to drop or whatever. So I think I can be okay with that. And then I'm hoping maybe around my birthday to be at the 70 or 75 pound mark, or maybe even 80 would be kind of cool. That would be pushing it. That would be really, really good weight loss. But that would put me about halfway. And so that would be really cool. Halfway to my weight loss goal, about 75 to 80 pounds, I think is about halfway for me. So that's pretty good to do in 7.5 months. That means I wouldn't have to do this more than 14 or 15 months, a little over a year. So yeah, that would be really exciting, and that would put me kind of a goal weight right around next summertime. So it's crazy to think about. When I think about last year and how fast this year went and where I was at last summer, I mean, this year's gonna fly by. To think I could be that close to tangibly realizing this goal after so many years of struggling with it is really an exciting feeling. So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me sticking with this. Yeah, 27 pounds total, very close to 30 in 3 months. I'm okay with that. And it's enough to make it worthwhile to keep going and keep trying this. I honestly feel like if I stopped, I still feel like I need the discipline of it. So I feel like if I stopped doing this, it's like I still don't know, well, what else would I do? I know I could do keto. I know I will eventually go back to Trim Healthy Mama, but I feel like I need to stay with this right now and see more success, or it would be way too easy to just slip right back into just normal life again and stay big. So that's what I'm not wanting. It does make all the different like inconveniences worth it. So, okay, so an upcoming video is my husband, I think, is going to let me interview him, kind of like a Q&A, because he is up on his 1-year anniversary coming up very soon on the carnivore diet, and he's lost a lot of weight, and I don't want to give it away. I'm gonna let him tell you. I don't want to tell you his exact number because I don't want to steal his thunder, but it's really, really good, and I figured maybe you guys would have some questions from someone who's been on it a lot longer than me. And so if there's anything that you want to ask him or you want to know, put it in the comments on this video or any of the videos. I see them all. But yeah, comment and let us know if you have any questions, because I'm going to be filming that hopefully in the next week or two, kind of giving you guys a good idea of what it's like to do it for a full year. And I'm super excited about it. So that's coming up. Give us your questions. We're excited to answer them. So yeah, there's not a whole lot else. In the next month, I would like to lose another 10 pounds. I would like to start exercising more regularly. I would like to not feel as hungry, and I definitely don't want to feel quite so weak, and I want to just feel full. So I really am going to be paying attention to that this summer. I have more time in the summer to really do that and to get a grasp on this. And so those are the things that I'm going to be working on in this next month. It's still simple stuff. It's not super complicated. So I'm just going to keep trucking along. It's good. It's going to be good. But that's all I have for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this journey, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
I start to sail on these ocean waves. Nobody knows how to find us. It's turning out to be a perfect day. I just wanna leave our normal lives behind us.